All right, the next function I want to show you is the filter function. Filter follows kind of the same design pattern as the map function. You'll see that as we go over it. But there's some significant differences too. As I said in the previous video, or 2 videos ago, filter basically takes an array, and then what it does is it keeps only those items for which the given predicate function returns a truly value. So for example, if you have an array of the elements of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and you only want to keep the even numbers, that's a use case for when you'd want to filter. Okay, so as with map, we're declaring a new variable. We're calling it filter. And then what we do is we declare this function using the fn special form. And as in the previous video, this function only ends down here, really. And it takes 3 arguments, or 2 arguments and a block. So it takes a function f and a collection. This is also conventionally called pred sometimes, in cases where this is supposed to return a truly or falsy value. And so then what the function does is, just like in the previous video with map, the same design pattern applies here. It checks, is the collection empty, because in that case we don't have anything left to do, and we simply return an empty array at that point. If it is not empty, we continue with this. And we say, okay, let the element be the first element from the collection. And then we say, if the function invoked with that element returns a truly value. That's implicit here in this statement, because if checks for truthiness. If it returns a truly value, then construct a new list, or a new array, I should say, with that element. We're not transforming the element, we're just putting it on the new array. And whatever else the filter returns for the rest of the collection with the same predicate function. If the function does not return a truly value, then we don't want to construct a new list. We don't want to keep the element. We simply want to discard it. So we're simply going to return the result of whatever filter does with the function f and the rest of the collection. So I hope these give you some feeling for what it's like to program in Berlin, what the syntax looks like. I hope Berlin is appealing to you, and I hope you find Berlin useful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below.